What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Roblox Corporation with the ticker symbol RBLX. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So I already went ahead and marked up the chart just to save time doing this analysis. So let's go over what RBLX is doing. So it's basically going sideways practically since May of last year. The reason being is that it's inside of a range. You can see the resistance or the ceiling for price is at the 46.65 level consistently, and the lows are right around the $25 level. So you can see there's this floor or support at the 25 level and the ceiling or resistance at the 46.78. So price has been basically bouncing between those levels practically for over a year now. So where is it going in the future? Well, if we go from the highs of a range, if we hit the highs, most likely it'll go down to lows. And if we hit the lows, it'll go down to the highs. You can see how well that has already happened. Now, will that happen forever? No, it won't happen forever. So if it doesn't happen forever, where is it going to go? Well, there's a measure move target towards the downside. So you can see that the bears made one large leg down, and then the second leg started back over here at this peak at the 47.58. That is the highest peak in this correction up. So that means the second leg can start from there, and the measure move target lower is at the 1905 levels. So that would make a new all-time low for the stock. So that is the measure move target lower. Now, are measure move targets always reached? No, they're not. So let's take a look at what would invalidate that. So in this case, it looks like it's still ready to continue working its way down. So we could find support at the 25.42, and if we see a strong amount of buying off of that level, that would invalidate the measure move target lower, at least temporarily, maybe even permanently. But in this case, it looks like price is trying to correct higher for another opportunity to drop. So this correction plays out just like this, two legs up. There's a good chance for another attempt to reach this measure move target for the bears. So that's how I'm looking at RBLX. That's what it's attempting to do. If we do see a move up higher to the 30.25, there's a good chance that price will probably sell off from there to the lower side of this range. And if we can break that support, it's going to come for that $19 level. However, let's just say we don't even see the bulls able to push up price that high, then obviously the next level of support would be back down here at the 25 and then a breakdown lower. So either we pull back and then go down, or we just go down right now. So those are one of the two of the possibilities that the bears can do. Now, what if the bulls somehow show a lot of more strength than the bears in the market? So I want to see something similarly in the past. So you see that back here in June of 2022, once we bounced off that $25 level, what occurred? We saw a huge pump up by the bulls. What happened when we came at that same price level in January of this year's? A huge pump up. Now look at the reaction that we're getting around this level. We're not really seeing that right now. So that's what I'm saying, that there is still a strong bearish presence in this market. And if price does push up higher, there's a good chance it will continue to move down lower. So this technical tool, the measure move target, will tell me where the correction can end, possibly end, and then where it can resume towards the downside. So something like that is most likely going to occur in the market. Now, is there times the market doesn't always correct that high? Yes, it is. That does occur, and market may just continue working down. Either way, the case stands the same as bearish. Until I see something like this, I would be looking for the downside. So if I start seeing price reach the measure move target and not try to drop down lower, that might signal that, okay, the bears are really not as strong anymore and price can resume higher. So something like that. So even if we do continue higher, there's a good chance for a rejection. However, if we do continue higher and don't get rejected, well, which would be surprising, then a shift in the market has occurred. A dynamic shift has occurred, a different imbalance. So that would signify that the bulls have taken dominance back, and it could continue pushing up higher to possibly the upper side of the range. So again, it's all about watching the price and looking at the bulls and the bears and seeing who is stronger. As right now, the bears are definitely stronger than the bulls, but again, that can all change if I start seeing aggressive amount of buying, just like the two times in the past. It could come back to fill in this gap, and if it's really strong, it could reach the highs of the range. So that's how I'm looking at RBLX. Those are the bullish and bearish cases. As right now, which one is most likely to occur? Obviously the bearish case, because I'm not seeing that aggressive buying occurring like the few times in the past. So there's a good chance this will probably lead to further downside in the future. There is support at the $25 level, so that could act as the bottom for this huge move down. And then we can see a move up higher, or we can see the support broken to reach the measuring target. I won't know until we start getting near that $25 level and see what type of reaction we get from there. But either way, since this is the second attempt for this downtrend, this is probably going to be near the end of the downtrend overall. And I'll go over more of that on the weekly chart. So here's a quick look on the weekly chart. You can see that this is the entire price action since its IPO back here in March of 2021. Price reached all the way up to the 140 level, crashed down to the $23 level. So this orange channel represents that downtrend. After a downtrend channel gets a break, you expect two pushes in that same direction. You don't see the market just make a trend and then completely reverse, or just continue doing a structure like that. Usually you'll see a trend and then, continues to push in that direction, then fail. Same thing for an uptrend. You'll see something like this and then fail. So a lot of times you'll see continuation in the prevailing trend. So in this case, after the bulls were able to break the trend, the bears are still, showing their strength, and they made a push down towards a new low at the 2163 level. However, they failed, and then the bulls rallied up price. However, the bears regained their strength again at the $47 level. They rejected the price down. The bulls tried a few more attempts to push up price, failed miserably, and that's when the price rocketed down lower. Now, this is the second attempt for this mesh move targeted by the bears. Now, what do I mean by that? So you can see that this high right over here at the $47 level marks the high of the second leg down. So this is the first attempt by the bears to reach this mesh move target, and they failed pretty quickly. Then this is the second attempt. So the second attempt could be the last attempt by the bears to reach this target, but sometimes the second attempt is in the form of two attempts. So let me go over that again. So we see one attempt down, price pulled back. We're seeing the second attempt. So sometimes when price pulls back and is looking weak, the second attempt has a second attempt. So you could say three pushes down. I still like to consider the second attempt as if we see the second attempt of the second attempt, I like to consider that as a pair instead of just three pushes down. So basically, just to simplify, sometimes we do see three pushes down. It just depends on if we hit strong support or not. In this case, we have not hit strong support. We are still above it. So this is correcting for that last attempt down by the bears. Now, is it 100% guaranteed to be the last attempt? No, we can always still make more attempts down. But generally, if price is looking this weak for the bears, then it can fail and we can see a huge move up. So that's how I'm looking at RBLX. I don't see a lot more downside left. I'm looking for that 1905 level. Obviously, I don't know if that's going to be the bottom permanently for the future, but it's looking like that is the target as of right now, and there's a good chance it could be. Either way, somewhere around this vicinity might be a bottom for RBLX. This is definitely near the all-time lows of the stock. So somewhere around here is a possibility. And those are the situations that can occur in the near term. Either we see two legs up and a drop, or we see the drop occur right now. And if any of those times fail to reach this measurable target, then we can see the aggressive amount of buying just like in the past, right around the same level. So that's how I'm looking at RBLX. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.